to the Commentary Center's video blog with the Torah portion of Tetzaveh. Last week we learned exactly how God wants his desert home to be built and where all the furniture should go. And this week he tells us exactly what he wants those holy people working in the tabernacle to wear. Like, could things get more particular? Each detail of the commands came with tremendous significance and depth. The clothing for the priest and the high priest included a backwards apron, turbans, a long belt, this diamond-filled bling-bling, and a jingling robe. And don't forget, all this while they still needed to walk barefoot.
Alright, priesties, there's 2 minutes left for starting temple service. Let's get ready, guys. Get ready. We're heading out. Let's go. Whoa. Menakaya. Those toes. You're gonna be doing drain duty today.
But let's take a moment to talk about the sleeveless jingling robe called the Me'il. It was a long robe all the way to the floor, and it had these little bells hanging off the end, so wherever the high priest walked, everyone would hear him coming because of the jingling of the bells. I wonder how that affected his regular life?
Just put the baby to sleep. Please don't wake him.
Alright, so I'm just gonna be in the kitchen. Alright?
Who's there? Oh, Benny, can you please help me with the dishes? Don't walk away. I know you're there.
So this is what the rabbis are teaching us when they tell us that Moses... When they tell us that... Enough! The Torah tells us that the jingling of the bells was such a crucial part of his divine service that if he walked around in the tabernacle and they weren't jingling, then he wasn't worthy of living. Does that sound kind of harsh? That sounds absurd! It wasn't even like the bells took part in any practical service of the tabernacle. They just hung out at the bottom and made noise to let others know that he was coming. So why on earth was it so important for them to be there that the consequences were so severe?
He was so young. But his bells, they just wouldn't jingle. Why, Dave? Why wouldn't they jingle?
In serving God, there are two general ways to go about it. There are the holier guys, you know, those who were born into a life of Jewish commitment and observance, and doing what the Torah wants comes more naturally to them. Since their Jewish observance is less of a struggle, their service tends to be more laid back and quiet, because they're just born that way. But then there are the other, seemingly less holy ones who have less experience, education, and knowledge in Judaism. And because of that, when they struggle to serve God, it's an uphill battle filled with energy and noise!
Alright, Mom, I'm just going to synagogue. Okay, here goes.
The high priest in the tabernacle did his service while representing every single Jew, regardless of background or spiritual level, and those jingling bells at the bottom of the robe represented the Jews who seemed to be the bottom fringes of the Jewish nation, those who noisily wrestle their challenges to serve God and be better Jews. The clinging of the bells reminded the high priest that he represented everyone, even those who struggle.
Yes, I can certainly understand your elevated levels of stress, guilt, and pressure. Carrying all the Jews around will do that to a person. What I would suggest is maybe a break. Like maybe a weekend in garb or something. Just be sure that this time you don't bring your mother-in-law.
If he didn't have absolutely everyone represented, then he'd have missed the entire point of his mission. We all have elements of our lives where we thrive and enjoy being able to comfortably utilize our talents in a quiet, peaceful manner. Like those calm, quiet Jews who easily pass through a godly life. But we also have parts of us that are more challenging. Negative habits that need to be broken and channeled. Overcoming those issues is a struggle, and we need to dig deep and make lots of noise in order to find success. In your life, don't just embrace your calm spiritual perfection while leaving your noisy challenges abandoned in the locker room. Rather, channel your inner high priest, including and appreciating those clamoring trials of your life, wearing your bells proudly. And as we find ourselves at the bottom fringes of history, just waiting to cross that threshold into a better, holier world, let's remember that with the intensity of the darkness comes more noise. So don't be ashamed about loudly proclaiming the truth that you stand for and filling this world with a cacophony of love, goodness, and kindness. Shabbat Shalom.
Ain't no road to happiness, 'cause happiness is the road. Enjoy every moment of your life, and you can't be happy without love.
But then there are but here we go.
Don't you walk away from it.
Single Jew, regardless of background or